Hi everyone, and welcome to our discussion on meteorological impact statements. Meteorological impact statements are, information about meteorology that are issued by the Center Weather Service Unit meteorologist at ATSCs. And generally, they're non-technical language, they're kind of plain language, but they're designed primarily for air traffic managers or anybody that's involved with routing aircraft through different airspace. And they're valid as determined by the Center Weather Service Unit meteorologist, but their time is not to exceed 48 hours. And basically, it's just a brief discussion of what's causing the disruption of safe flow of air traffic through the airspace. And then they can get very specific as far as what it's causing it, what kind of weather is causing it, or the areas, altitudes, or even the movement of the weather phenomena. Sometimes in the meteorological impact statement, they may refer to a graphic that you have to go out and pull up on the internet. But these meteorological impact statements are numbered sequentially, and typically they're pretty short. They say they should be maximum length 4 lines, but I've seen longer. So here's some examples of different phenomena causing the issuance of meteorological impact statements. It starts out telling you that ZOA is the center's airspace. This is Oakland. MIS is meteorological impact statement. 01 is number 1. They give you the forecast here, and this one's for 14 hours. Of course, it tells you it's for ATC purposes only, planning purposes. And then it goes on to say a cold front will bring rain and mountain snows, and then gusty southeast winds, light to moderate turbulence and icing, and widespread IFR conditions to the Bay Area and to Oakland airspace beginning near 12Z through the morning, Thursday morning, through at least 18 Zulu. They say light to moderate mountain wave turbulence and low-level wind shears likely east of the Sierras. They say please monitor the aviationweather.gov and weather.gov ZOA. So that's the Center Weather Service Unit's own website for Oakland. And they say do that for the latest hazards and warnings. Here's another one. This one's for Salt Lake City, and this one's valid for 13 hours. It says strong downslope winds along the lee of the Rocky Mountain front will, in western Montana, will persist into Thursday, and surface gusts of 40 to 55 knots are possible with possible low-level wind shear. In addition, freezing rain is possible by morning across eastern Oregon. All aviation interests should monitor the weather and plan accordingly. Updates are at aviationweather.gov. And finally, here's one for Indianapolis. And it's a 10-hour forecast. It says Indiana ZID northeast of a line from 25 south of Fort Wayne to 10 north of PSK. Occasional moderate rime and mixed ice 3,000 to 9,000 southwest of that line, and northeast of a line from 45 northwest of Terre Haute to 30 south of LOZ. After 6Z, occasional moderate rime ice in clouds, 6,500 to 15,000 across the airspace. Light occasional moderate chop from flight level 230 to 410. Last indicates that they're not going to issue any more meteorological impact statements because they're closing up shop. So is your center, this is your meteorological impact statement. They're found at the Aviation Weather Center. If you go under advisories and go down to Center Weather, that takes you to the Center Weather page, and if you look at the plot options, you can look at the meteorological impact statements, the MISs. And that concludes our discussion of meteorological impact statements.